Yep, still with us on See the Stories, and we're still here with Steffina Yuli. So, Steffi, we heard about your initiatives and working with the government as well. How far have you collaborated with the government, and how far the government have helped you in this kind of effort, let's say, to spread the education in Indonesia?
Yeah. So we actually really believe that education is everybody's problem. I think everybody's problem to solve, and nobody really can do it alone, including us, including the government. So we really believe in sort of supporting private sector, supporting government initiatives. And so, for example, we are an official partner of the Ministry of Education. We work with Kominfo, the Ministry of Communications. But also recently, we, for example, signed a partnership with Kadin, the Indonesian Chamber of Commerce. And the idea is we want to bring all of the businesses together so that they can really help in a meaningful way towards rural education, digital education.
So this is basically from primary all the way to secondary school?
Yes, yes, correct, K to 12.
K to 12. Wow, that's really cool. I mean, that's like all 18 years of.
Yeah, you got to start early.
Yeah.
You got to start early.
That is true. That is true.
And in terms of digitalizing the education in Indonesia, how far have the government have helped you in probably in bridging Kipin to like more vast opportunity out there in terms of, let's say, investments or developments and stuff like that?
Or just connecting.
Yeah. I think they've helped a lot in terms of, so we are in a lot of ways also a B2G company. So we work with, because Indonesia is very, very, very big, as we all know, 17,000 islands. Even shipping something to a corner of Indonesia could take, I don't know, days, right?
Days.
So because of that, we have really worked with a lot of local governments because they know their areas best.
Sure.
I would say that's the biggest collaboration that we've had with them to really spread this and make sure that it's a solution that works for their schools.
It's really interesting because then, we would not have the accurate data of which areas would require this. So you make sure that this is really given to the areas that need it the most.
Exactly.
So I have a really interesting question. I don't know, it popped up to my mind because so recently a really high-tech school in Sweden, if I'm not mistaken, actually started adopting books again.
Oh.
Because according to this particular school, students have actually started decreasing the ability to write properly. I want to know, how have the teachers been utilizing this? Has it been like as the main source, or as the like 3/4 or like 80%? This is like the big chunk of where we get our resources. But then again, you still have to balance it with some of the really like classical literacies, reading and things like that. So, what in terms of your experience of how it's been applied in the field? How has it been in terms of review from the actual teachers that are using it?
Yeah. Well, the teachers have really loved it. For them, this is something that is unimaginable, I would say, because the wealth of content, again, that it avails to them, the time saved, the printing saved, everything is great. But you are right, there's, school is not just about that, but it's also about developing, I think that's called motoric skills, right? For example, like writing and things like that. And that's why consistently we've been developing this with over 200 teachers, across the nation. So for example, we allow students to annotate. There's a lot of really specific activity books that train motoric skills. So like with a stylus, lead the tiger to its food, and there's a maze, for example, right? These are all things that you can do that develop motoric skills, or handwriting. That you can
And also, in that sense, how did you gather all of the contents inside the device for Kipin itself? Have you do you have any scheduled updates on the content and stuff?
Yes. So we worked for a long time to get the content. Content is obviously it's a process, but we've worked together with the Ministry of Education. So all of the whatever curriculum materials that they need, we're the fastest to update because we have that open communication with the ministry. But besides that, we also work with licensed teachers as well. And we record videos of them in classroom. We work with the teachers to create those comics that I was telling you about. Just all sorts of content that we put on our roadmap to make sure that it's always up to date, engaging, and interesting for the students.
I think that's the part, right? Engaging is the one thing that a lot has been a pain point of the Indonesian curriculum.
True.
And they're so lucky. Because even kids in the city might not have content as engaging.
I really wish that my teachers back in high school would actually hear this.
Yeah. And I know that I know that you are predominantly focused on the rural areas, but and you know, city kids also deserve this resource. I'm just saying the resource.
Absolutely.
But you know, Steffina, thank you so much for coming, and thank you for everything that you do, because we want to also specially welcome you here. And I think it's an initiation, right? So the interview part is done.
Yes.
But let's get to the fun part.
Okay.
Because we have to get to the initiation part where we're going to play a game. So we have to call our game lead. Who is it today?
Rahma Alia.
Because I love games. And I know this is part of the education as well. I have been listening to your discussion, very important indeed. We have a lot of kids out there in Indonesia where we are stretched in this archipelagic region, right? So, we're going to test your general knowledge.
No way.
Very.
Is this
Right, okay.
multiple choice?
No. It's very. I promise you, these are very easy. Only seven, all in all, seven questions.
7, all right.
So yeah, I bet you know all the answers. Okay.
Okay.
Stay focused. So you, Steffi, Kai, and Hans, you can all play.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just check the bell. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So let's get into the See the Game. All right, so today's game is about general knowledge. The big screen will display questions, all right? And what you have to do is better know the answer. Ring the bell.
Obviously,
And
better
yeah,
know the answer.
answer it, okay? Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, let's get into the first one. Here it is. How many provinces are in Indonesia? Yep.
38?
Correct.
I was
Steffi, what are you?
No, I was
Just because we just added splitting up. Yeah.
I was
We
thinking
added
about
2 or 3.
39.
No, that's too much.
So,
Not yet. Not
The
yet.
answer's
Not yet.
38.
Not 39
All
yet.
right.
So 38, one for Steffi.
Okay.
Well done. Okay, that proves that she's been around.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
right. Okay, second question. That's it. Dolphins breathe with.
Lungs?
It's mammals.
Yes.
lungs.
And
the
the answer
answer
is,
is
yeah, there it is. Lungs. So
Woohoo!
one for Steffi, one for Hans.
What's up with me?
Okay, Kai, you will know this one. Remember me, okay? Remember me and where I was.
Remember me.
Okay,
That's
you will know
all.
the answer. What is the longest river in the world?
Oh.
Remember me.
The Nile?
Exactly, the Nile River.
Remember her?
You remember her?
She used to
remember
live
me.
in Egypt.
I used to live in Egypt. That's why I said
Perfect.
remember
You got
me.
a little hint.
I'm sorry. To make it even.
Remember me. Okay.
Okay, this time let's have number 4. Question number 4. Who is the inventor of the telephone?
Alexander Graham Bell.
You got it.
I think it's right.
Correctly.
Oh, God,
Flawless
yes.
and
You can use his middle
blanco.
name.
Oh, yeah?
Alexander
I
Graham
know
Bell.
it's Alexander Graham.
Thank you, Alexander Graham Bell. We are
Yeah.
all connected
Thank
now.
you.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, Alexander. Okay, we still got 3. Okay.
Okay.
Let's go to the number 5 question. What is the smallest country in the world?
I got it. Vatican City.
Yes, that's
City.
right. That is
Ah,
right.
yeah.
That is
Well
right.
done. 2 and 2.
Yes, that is
Kai, this time,
Ready?
you better remember the constellation, because the next question is,
Oh, my.
what is the biggest planet in our solar system? Who did it?
I did.
You did.
Jupiter.
Let's see it.
Yes!
Hans is the king of the game. He is about to prove it again.
This is my reputation actually at risk. So I have to save my reputation.
Not to worry. We still got one more. Okay,
more.
ready? What is the capital city of Australia?
Canberra.
Yep, you got it correctly.
Oh, my daddy, I think, would beat me if I didn't get that.
your point was
3.
2-2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's give a big round of applause for everyone.
Yes. And Steffina, thank
And
you so much for coming.
thank you for coming.
So much for
And
having
Thank you
me.
so much
all
for
the success
this.
to
Yeah.
Kiosk Pintar.
Thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for having me.
Yes. And yeah, please take us around. I mean, like, we would love to see what kind of resources are available because it's so cool.
Or
I'm an
maybe,
education nerd.
just maybe, if you need our expertise, actually contribute in Kiosk Pintar,
Yeah.
we would love to.
Especially in the game section.
Yeah.
He's really good at that.
He's good at trivia.
All right,
Yeah.
don't go anywhere because See the Stories will continue after the break. Stay with us.